Don't you? That's an egg.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Johnny and I am back with another video. So today I'm making a couple of make ahead breakfast ideas. I uploaded a video on how to get your kids to eat healthy, so I figured I'd give you guys some ideas to start you off on the good footing. So we're gonna do 2 make ahead breakfast ideas, and I'm just gonna let you guys see me do this. But if you're interested in finding out some make ahead breakfast ideas that are healthy for you and your family, then just keep on watching. Alright, so first on the list is a frittata. And I know frittatas aren't groundbreaking, but frittatas are amazing for a busy mom. All you need is obviously some eggs. When it comes to the veggies, the greatest thing about this recipe is that you can use anything you want. There's no specifics on what veggies you need. Whatever you have in your fridge, toss it in the eggs. So what I have here today is a bell pepper. I have some squash that was getting ready to go bad, so I peeled off the outside. You know, don't try to act like you've never done it. Some spinach, and then obviously my eggs. So all I'm gonna do is cut this. So now that that's nice and chopped, we're gonna put that to the side and move to our eggs. 5 eggs does the trick. But if you have a bigger family or you're gonna use a bigger pan, then you obviously will need more eggs, and that's something you can kind of experiment and find what works for you. If you're a put the empty eggshell back in the carton kind of person, because I used to not do this, but I've learned that it makes life so much easier. So when it comes to seasoning my eggs, I season it depending on what kind of flavor I want to give. A lot of the time I've noticed that she really loves like a taco seasoning in the eggs, so I just like to add a heavy helping of this and whisk that up. And obviously, if you want the eggs to stretch a little bit, you can always add like some almond milk or a dash of water. Anything that will just kind of thin it out and make your eggs go a little further, especially if you're low on eggs, you know. So now we're over at the pan. We're just gonna turn this fire on. I like to use, honestly, I've used a lot of different pans, but honestly, non-stick oven safe has been a lifesaver on getting your frittata out at the end. A green light pan, I actually got it from Amazon. It came with 2. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in purchasing this pan. And it was very inexpensive and it's not toxic. I did some research, so it was actually a good purchase. I was very happy to have it. And then I'm just gonna add some olive oil. My oven is already preheated to 350 because you're gonna want that after this is cooked a little bit in the pan. We're gonna toss it into the oven for like 10 to 12 minutes, nothing too extreme. So we're just gonna add the veggies and we're just gonna saute them. We're just gonna let that saute. Season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. So now we're gonna go ahead and add in some spinach. So just break them up a little bit, just so it's not these long slimy strands. Look at this beautiful display of veggies, bro. And now we're just gonna add in the eggs. Come on, my girl, you wanna add in eggs?
Yeah.
Come here. Oh. You wanna pour the eggs in? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay! Yeah, it's hot. Okay, so we're just gonna move those around. The parts that are solidifying, kind of getting solid already. Once the edges, as mine did pretty quickly, once the edges start to cook and solidify, that is when I would say to toss it into your oven. And like I said, it only needs to be in there from between 10 and 15 minutes. Someone's being a crybaby, so we're gonna try to do this while I hold her. So now this little guy is going right into the oven. We're gonna do about 12 minutes and let that cook. Next on the meal prep train, we have this berry quinoa bake. This is a great recipe because it can be used for either breakfast or for a snack, whichever one suits you better. Let's see how this goes with her sitting up here. What you're gonna need is quinoa, chia seeds, pure maple syrup, canned coconut milk. The thing with this, you can use any liquid you want. You can use water, you can use almond milk. The reason I like using canned full-fat coconut milk is that the cream in the coconut milk I like to use as kind of like a whipped cream to go on top of it. This just works out best for me, but you can use any liquid you want. We have some cinnamon and we have 1 egg. So a cup of quinoa.
Oh, that cup.
A cup, you want to pour it? Pour it in there. Pour it in here. There we go, good girl. About a tablespoon or 2 of chia seeds. Gonna pour it? Good girl. Good girl, thank you. Sprinkle some cinnamon. I don't really measure it. I just kind of, you want to do it? Don't pour it all. Ready? Shake, shake, shake. Here, let me just put it in the... Gonna measure it today because she's trying to destroy the recipe. Here, pour it in there. Good girl, thank you. Oh, I forgot to also add in the ingredients, obviously it's a berry quinoa bake. You're gonna need some berries, and that's whether you get, hold that for me. You can use frozen or fresh. I use frozen just because fresh berries are very expensive. Take out the whipped portion, which is usually at the top of the can, as long as you don't shake it. Once you get most of it out, I just stir the rest in. You're gonna use a cup of the coconut milk. I do a cup of the coconut milk and then a cup of water. For this topping, all you're gonna do is add a bit of pure maple syrup, stir it up, and that is your whipped cream. And it comes out really good, and it's a really nice addition to the bake. Then we crack in 1 egg. I usually, to help save dishes, I crack it in here, stir it in here in the little measuring cup, and then toss it. Now for the berries. I like to use these guys from Costco. They're organic, they're a nice size, and they're the best you can get for your money. Frozen berries can be expensive as well at certain places, so Costco is where it's at. Like I said, you can use fresh as well, but frozen does the job for me. Okay, so this is gonna bake at 375 for about 65 minutes. Get whatever else you need done around the house while this is baking, and this lasts either a week or more. Some pure, oh, that's what I didn't add into this. So that is the whipped frosting. Very simple, right? And healthy. What I did forget to do was add maple syrup into this guy. You don't need too much. When it comes out, let it sit for a good like 15 minutes so that it makes sure it sets and that it doesn't crumble. But even if it does crumble, it's still like a great recipe for breakfast or for a snack. So here we go. The beauty of this pan, guys, you have to get it. Again, linked down below. Alright guys, that concludes this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope these 2 make ahead breakfast ideas helped you out. I hope they helped you out and gave you something healthy to have for your mornings. As a mom or even as a busy person, sometimes you don't have every morning to cook up food, and then that makes it a lot easier for you to stop at McDonald's. Hopefully this will help you guys out and give you something to cook for your families the start of the week. Thank you again for tuning in. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit that bell notification so you know every time I post. And if you have any other suggestions you would like for me to film for my channel, then comment them down below. I'll be glad to look into that and see what I can do. But I will catch you guys in the next one.